I'm sorry. I need two motions to pass the council and executive meeting on March 2nd, please.
I'll make the motion.
Oh. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? So moved. Let's see. Tammy, nice to see you here. I heard you got something for us, so this is your time. You can do it.
I do, thank you. If I could step to the side, that'd be great.
You bet.
So, I want to take just a second to introduce myself. My name is Tammy Culp. I've been a lifelong resident of Rensselaer, Indiana. And tonight I come wearing only two hats. Oftentimes my head is filled with many more than that, but two hats. The first hat I would like to share with you is that of Teen Mission Jasper County. Since 2010, Teen Mission Jasper County has brought a mission trip to our home county to serve the needs of anyone who cannot do something on their own. In the process, we train our teams to care about their communities, their neighbors, and their friends. So you might say, what do you do? We paint, we landscape, we mow grass, we trim trees, we can clean gutters, they're not allowed on the roof. But all this is done at no cost to that of the homeowner. So I would like to ask the town of Remington, if you have individuals in your community that might need a helping hand. We serve 1 week, July 12th to July 18th, generally in the area Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, wrapping up what needs to be done on Friday. So if you have someone in need, if you would let us know, I'd appreciate that. And I'll leave some applications today as well. The second hat I wear involves that of Jasper County 250. As you know, this year America will celebrate a great milestone in the celebration of 250 years since the signing of the Declaration of Independence. Of course, Rensselaer is going to have a fireworks show, and I said, wait a minute, we can't just gather for a fireworks show, we need to have more than that. So our weekend will begin on July 3rd at Milroy Park, where they will recognize General Milroy for his contribution to where we're at today, followed by a golf cart parade and a fireworks display at Brookside Park, put on by Brookside Church. Saturday, we will meet at the fairgrounds, where we will start the day with a 5K, have a Paul Revere Pony Express ride for the kids, followed by a Boston Tea Party, followed by a flag ceremony and a 21-gun salute. We'll recognize our veterans. We have several activities for on stage. We're going to have a fish fry that afternoon. There'll be vendors there with food, lots of games for the kids. And I'm here today to ask you how Remington might be involved and have a presence that day. So I'm just sharing information. Feel free to reach out to me if you would like more information about that. Thank you.
Thank you, Tammy. Nice to see you. We'll be in touch.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. Any questions for Tammy before she leaves, everybody? I almost
Run out the door before I
wasn't quick enough there almost. No question? Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tammy. Let's see, we have anybody else here? Doesn't look like it. All the seniors. Okay. We'll go down to the departments with Mark and Josh. Whoever wants to go first.
Kind of a busy month. Donnie's been training out the sewage plant. We started to get into more of the day-to-day operations.
Anything, Josh? Nope. Thank you. Mr. Shu.
Nothing real special, just was studying most of these last month and got past my test, and now I'm out doing the work.
Yeah, that's great. Congratulations, too.
Congrats.
That's
Thought you
great.
were done studying a long time ago, didn't you? About kindergarten.
Not great with the seniors in the crowd,
No,
not great.
that's an honest answer. I'll have to take a while to get over that one, Don. Oh my gosh, thanks, Don. Dale?
Got the dugouts, got the little few dugouts got redone. Shelter 3 has been rented, so it's up and running already. Got a little gravel we need to spread around, just filling in a bit. Doing some more.
Yeah. It's hard to believe it's this time of year. It's really greened up fast, too. I know Kevin Goodwin, he's mowing yards already, so it's that time. He's committed. Thank you, Dale. Officer Schutzenhofer.
Had a non-major eventful month, thankfully. Only thing I got a couple things, speed signs are in.
Say what? Oh, good.
Speed signs are in, we need to find a location where one both at. For one of them, it looks like we're gonna make it, get a post or something to mount it on it, they're pretty heavy. I didn't think they'd be that heavy, so I know Donnie and Dale will do it. So, right. Donnie did. He probably can. Anyway. So we'll work on that for this month. Had an unfortunate situation with the Tahoe, it's now in shop. There was an engine issue. We worked on it for time, and we all got an email. So appreciate that. One other thing I have is kind of not related is this month we have a LEPC tabletop training at the end of the month on the 30th. I was gonna bring flyers, I forgot. I don't know if anybody want to attend it. They do a scenario. And we'll have all kinds of first responders and different departments there. And make a scenario and figure out how to handle that. The situation is gonna be a scenario out in front of the pilot, an accident scene. So, yes, somebody wants to attend to see the logistics of handling something like that, especially out there. Right, wide eye opening.
What's that date?
How many departments would be involved?
What's that date?
The 30th. There's no time for that. No.
Stole my thunder.
Wow. You may add more if you want. We'll keep it sweet, but yeah, this is at 5:30 at the fire station. I can get copies made if anybody wants one. or
5:30
do that just
PM.
along Stu. I can get some made real quick.
5:30 PM?
Yes.
Yes.
I'd say it'd be beneficial for the, street, water, anybody
That'd be a good idea.
who will call during this emergency.
After involved evacuation, shut the streets down. You know, traffic can get when they divert it just for something minor out there in town.
It will be a chemical spill, so
The sheriff department will be there, state police, we put a lot of invitations out. It's interesting to go to one, see what everybody has to do, what needs to be done. That's all, yeah.
So, yeah, I just had one complaint from people out at Bruce Saylor's housing area that after dark, there's a lot of activity out at the park. And there's several older folks that live out in the housing area closer at the north end of the subdivision. And they're a little concerned, and you know, 'cause some live by themselves and some just because they're older, and I just like to have a little more police sighting in that area, because they hear screaming, and, you know, I think some people are a little paranoid after what happened at Crawfordsville in the park, so. I just want, you know, I promised them I would pass the word on, so, you know, so. I just wanted to let you know. And I will tell them that I spoke to you, so. Any questions for John? No?
We need to put some cameras out there.
There's cameras out there.
Well, I mean, what area are they talking about? The parking lot?
Mostly at the south end of the park. But who knows, you know? They could travel anywhere, but that's. The trees were taken down so that they really hear it all the more. They're more exposed too, you know, the housing is, so they're just a little concerned.
We don't have cameras right there, though, do we?
I don't know where the cameras are.
They're all in shelter three that cover pretty much every direction but west. So, they're, and then the cameras system is set up to expand where we just have to add more cameras rather than more computer space or
Mhm.
so.
I've never been out, how's the lighting out there? Could it
On
be
the
better?
south end, there's, just on shelter three on the east side and the north side, there's a light on the south end. Shelter three has on the west, on the north end, and under the awning, and there's a couple lights out by the splash pad, a couple parking lot lights,
Mm-hmm,
a couple security lights around the baseball field.
okay.
The lights are on the flagpole now, so that kind of illuminates a little more.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Might be more, we can relay to the park department and check into that, so.
What are the nets going out there?
This is the senior.
Franklin, yeah, he's my neighbor, Franklin. I don't remember what his first name is.
First
Can
reading.
I ask him to get a paper, or do you want
Do
to?
you have a paper?
New nets and everything all strung up.
There's one back
Awesome,
there.
thanks. Yep.
If you
Get
pick
one
it
and
up.
bring it up?
You get an itch to get up there. F-R-O-E-H-I-N-G.
Okay. You can bring it up, it's okay. You're gonna have to stay extra 10 minutes because you were late. You know. Can I get your first name? And it's F-R-O-E-H. Okay, we'll get this at the end. Thanks.
Thank you. Thanks, Dale and everybody. Mike?
We had 9 runs this month. Majority of them were brush or grass fire related. A lot of that going on right now. Everything's dry. Not so much now, but had been. I mentioned the tabletop. Not sure if you're all aware that they've started a countywide fire study. Basically, the study is to evaluate the needs of the county and full-time fire departments and firemen, fire territories, fire districts, all that is being evaluated. So I don't know what that does to the town. I don't know. I know the township's involved. But just bringing that up, yeah, I'm not sure how aware you are of all that, what you can do, but I'm still trying to figure it all out myself.
Do you have a contact, or could you email me?
Yeah, I
Because
can.
I'm thinking we should be involved in that.
They have, they're having a meeting it's every 2 weeks
Okay.
in the middle of the day,
Okay.
which is one of the requirements when we met in January, that we wasn't gonna do this in the middle of the day for our volunteers, but it's happening, so.
Okay.
And then our physicals
overhead door?
No, the glass entry door,
Oh, okay,
the automatic closure that
yeah,
keeps the wind from turning off, I guess.
okay.
And I don't know if we can, I don't know if there's anything to be done about it, but that station is horrible. Like, if we get a lot of wind,
Sure.
the ventilation on the plumbing, it sucks the water out of the traps. And you walk in there and it just about kills you. I mean, the gas. We have to go around with a garden hose or a bucket.
Yeah,
or
move it.
drain.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they can do something different on the roof to vent that differently or what.
That's beyond my pay grade.
Oh, it's horrible.
Yeah.
Check valves. Is that possible?
It's too late for that. It's,
I don't know if there's something on the roof, a different kind of,
I think they make
You
kind
can
of
make a
vents.
swivel.
yeah,
Like in, like cool,
Sounds like they got it figured out.
Hmm?
Sounds like they got it figured out.
Yeah.
and then, we still got the painting on that inside, that window, it's all rusting, running down the side of the building. We probably ought to consider looking at, you got all those steel beams and stuff on the south end, they're looking pretty nasty too, and I don't know
It's probably been a while.
what's that.
It's probably been a long while.
Yes.
Well, that wind in that area, 'cause my house faces the west, it takes a beating.
And then, we've got some pretty bad gutter leaks, and they happen to be right above the entry doors. So,
Of course they are.
been in construction my entire life, and it seems like every time there's a gutter leak, it's above an entry door. I don't know how it works out that way, but it does.
Oh,
So just a few things that are, anything else.
okay. What's your enrollment? Is it still staying steady?
No.
Have you lost some?
I'm at 16 members. I'd like to say that all 16 are extremely active, but they're not. My bigger fear is age. The top 5 people out there doing stuff are the
I get it. Hmm.
You know, and that's part of why this study has started. Is,
Mhm.
It's not just us. Like I was telling Mark, you know, all of our runs since the beginning of January, I bet you we've tripled our mutual aid runs to Rensselaer this year, and it's the same problem. You know, everybody's having trouble with volunteers.
Yeah. Yeah. I see that. I happen to read some of that stuff. And I see in the surrounding area where they pull in that mutual aid. I mean, I'm looking at probably about a 30, 45 mile radius because of the small town areas. And I see that too.
So we have, we're redoing our bylaws right now. Current state, our bylaws, you have to be 21 to get on the department. We're gonna drop that to 18 years old and try to open that up to the school and try to recruit.
Sure. Yeah.
You got one
Okay.
back there, she's interested.
Yeah.
Or maybe not.
Any questions for Mike? No? Thank you, Mike. Jonathan Cripe?
So first thing, Hardback has started on the site prep for the street barn. We're hoping to start next year. One thing we never considered when we originally approved the quote for the site work was tying the gutters in for the storm drain. We kind of learned our lesson with the water plant. Josh's downspouts go right across the concrete and make a big sheet of ice. So we have a quote for Hardbacks to run 500-foot, 8-inch perforated tile to tie those downspouts into the storm drain on the east side of the property road. So I have that price here. I'd like to get the council's approval. It's $5,593.75.
$593.75.
Yep.
Finish my note here. I need entertain a motion for the $55.93.75 for the 500 feet of perforated tile, please.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? So moved.
Next, I have a proposal from iDart Creative Studios. They're the ones that are doing our marketing for our playground stuff. Our contract that we are currently under expires at the end of this month. I do have a proposal to extend it through the end of the year. I think we're gonna wanna have them at least until the playground gets built, maybe a couple months after that. And then wrap up our services. But for now, to get them, through the end of the year, it would be $6,200.
We would pay that over some of the donations that come in for the park.
We're taking that out of the park, right up the street.
Any other questions? No? Again, I'll entertain two motions to extend the contract to IDAR for $6,200, please.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? So moved.
Now that Donnie is wastewater certified, I would like to start the process to make him the responsible operator in charge. Without him, it's some paperwork. It takes 30 days to get it, the change officially made before he's responsible for signing the reports. I'd like to do that so he has 3 or 4 months with Mark over his shoulder to make sure he's getting it done right. So
Okay.
with your permission, I would like to start that process with Mike.
I need two motions. I got Al.
I'll make that motion.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? So moved.
Like permission to hire Dave Plumer back as our part-time summer help to help us with the mowing. Dave was great last year, and we plan on knocking out quite a few lead service lines, taking the mowing off the street department this summer, so that help us accomplish much of that, so. We have a budget, a certain number of hours, and we'll stay within that.
Everybody in agreement with that?
We had to buy a new or a new computer for the wastewater, got zapped by lightning again. We decided to change to a laptop because the lightning was traveling through our Ethernet cord and zap it, so we still got the Wi-Fi, there's no Ethernet cord, or we'd have to have some pretty crazy lightning to zap that one. Our meter reading hardware is obsolete here pretty quick. We had to buy a tablet to install the new equipment on. So Josh will be reading meters with a tablet rather than a big.
It is obsolete. They changed their meter style to iPro Plus, and nothing in the iPro Plus works with our software. But they didn't tell us that until we went out to go read meters and nothing links up. So we found out that we had to get a tablet and then get the new software because they don't make the old style iPro anymore either. You can't get the old one to work with over.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, good time. So we had some equipment updates. We ended up getting a little bit of equipment for updating some of our online mapping for our water, sewer, storm lines. It's in my office. We have to get it activated and then get a training up here. So our new water line that we put under the creek will be able to go set the thing right on top of the valve, click the button, go to the other end, click the button, and it'll pop that in within 6 or 8 inches of accuracy as far as GPS coordinates. And there's a lot of other things that we can do to update our maps now that we have that equipment. So I was at an AIM roundtable last month, or well, last week up in Cherville. The Island May conference is at the end of this month. I'll be attending that. There's a floodplain class of people who want to attend. We have another comp plan meeting this month. Also, the
I skipped over that. Any questions for John? No? Rebecca, have anything for us?
Just a little bit. So I have been working on the software agreement that you all discussed last month, I believe. I provided an addendum to the software company. They wanted to make some changes, so we've been going back and forth working on that. Aside from that, I just have a couple of other things that are further down the agenda. I can cover those now, or I can wait till they come up for you.
You can go ahead and do them now while you've got the floor.
Okay, perfect. You all have asked me to make some revisions to the police reserve resolution.
Mm-hmm.
So the revised version of that is up there in front of you for consideration.
And everybody read this through the email, so I want to make sure, so. Ordinance 2026-04-06-001. An ordinance replacing ordinance 100785-2 and creating a police reserve department and making certain provisions concerning the same. And following Indiana code as well. So I need 2 motions to pass this, please.
I'll make it. I'll second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? So moved. I will pass this around for everybody to sign it.
Next, I drafted a waiver that you all requested for police people. That was all sent out to you by email.
Mhm.
as well for consideration.
Do we have to pass
That
this?
was good.
Yep.
I guess approve
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and have this, ask for 2 approvals, just because this is new. So that way we know we've got ourselves covered, the waiver for non-physicals. I'm ask for 2 motions to accept this, please, regarding their routine physical examination and the waiver and release.
I'll make it.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? So moved.
Now, just clarify a little bit. This year, will that be sent out?
I'll probably just have each of the police officers come in, give it to them. They can sign it, or they can sign up for a physical, and I'll make the appointment if they don't want to sign it. And then next year, I think I would start it at the first of the year, but I think we need to do one now.
Okay, so you'll have some kind of reminder to
Yes,
send that out?
yes.
Okay, good, thank you.
And then the other thing was that there was a proposed employment agreement that was distributed that I made some suggestions and some comments on, and I think that's gonna be still circulating, so I don't know if that's what you guys are gonna think that's there.
We'll go on to that after a bit, if we could, please. And is that it? Is that it, Rebecca? Okay, thank you. Any questions for Rebecca? No? Okay. We have new business.
I just am looking for some direction as to whether you are wanting to renew and offer for another year the fitness memberships out at Remington Fitness, or if you want to cancel them, or if you want to require some kind of proof and then we reimburse. It's going to renew in June, so I just kind of wanted to get a jump start.
How many are using it? Pardon me.
Yeah, that was my question. Does anyone use it?
I think we had 5 sign up and 2 are actively, regularly using it. 1 is sort of, and the last time that I checked, 2 had not used it
Okay.
at all.
Could we change it to those that would like it, ask for it?
So that was it was offered the last time, and if you were interested, you signed up, and then we pay the annual fee.
Right.
I think it should be all or nothing.
Yeah, oh, I agree. I mean, if we're gonna offer it, we have to offer it to everybody.
No, I know, but I mean, if the only 3 people are doing it, it doesn't motivate me to put it out there for them. I'm just saying my opinion.
It's a big cost. I don't remember now what we paid. I should have looked that up, but
It used to be 25 a month. I don't know if it's still that.
I don't remember. I could look it up and send an email out.
I
20?
would not be the one to answer that.
Yeah, I can look it up and send an email out. I mean, we would still be okay if you wanted to table this to May, but
How about a possible reimbursement instead of?
I think you had brought that up at some point in time, didn't you?
I may have, I mean, that's what we got at FBI.
Okay, you have like every 3 months or so,
Quarterly wellness benefit.
quarterly wellness benefit.
I don't want to take it from the people that are using it. That's my thing.
I like Hal's idea.
Yeah, I like the benefit of it.
Could you get me some kind of information on how that works, or, okay, okay, all right. And then we'll just table this to May?
So do we need to make a vote for the next one?
I'm assuming that,
For the grant?
Yeah.
I'm assuming Jonathan will take that. He was the one that did.
Yeah. Jonathan, you want to take care of the next one?
Yeah, so we did interviews last week. We had 3 applicants interview them all. And Mark, Josh, and I did the interviews, and we were very impressed with the one that we recommend to hire, Jesse Conn, who's here tonight. We feel like he's going to be a good fit for us, fits in well with the guys. Lives in town, which is great. So we will make a recommendation for his hire, starting as soon as possible.
I just have a question around that. I had always been involved with that, and I don't care if it's me or not, but I feel like a council member should be involved with interviews. Just my thoughts. I don't know what everybody else thinks.
I'm okay with them conducting it.
I'm good with, because they know all that it would entail, and all due respect, my hat is off to them to know the capability. If I had any questions, I would have brought it up when they were having the interview, but
I don't have any problem with who he's recommending. It's not that at all.
Just the process.
Over the last 20 years, I've been involved with those, and I just wondered what had changed. That's all.
well, anyway, carry on.
So I would like to make that recommendation.
So do we? Yes, I will entertain 2 motions to accept Jesse Kahn as our new employee for the town, please.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? So moved. Welcome to the team, Jesse.
Put some pressure on me right
Nah,
now. Thank you, I appreciate that.
no, not to worry. Next, we have, do you want me to go ahead and talk about this? Where are we at?
It's done, she's
Oh, okay.
certification request.
I've not seen this paper before, so.
Yeah.
So this is, it says the unofficial score report. Borderline genius. I'm not gonna touch it. Not even gonna think about it. Donnie, we are glad that you did, and I would not have been able probably to do this, so my hat is off to you. But Good for you, and, the $1,000 bonus that you are going to be getting is well deserved. You always go beyond, you are never one to not just jump into a muddy hole. I'm telling you, I've never met the like. He's the first one there. I'm telling you, good for you. Yeah.
We need to vote on it.
Huh?
We need to vote to approve.
Yeah, so, I'll entertain two, I should have started that in the beginning. Two motions to accept Donnie for the $1,000 bonus certification, so,
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
all in favor say aye. Opposed? You are in like Flan. Don't spend it all in one place, okay?
So that'll be paid out on the next payroll.
That's great. Now the boys don't have to work an extra weekend. That's good.
That's Jonathan.
Okay, John?
Community corrections.
So we opened bids last Tuesday on our paving work. Town and Country Construction was our low bid at $287,468. Wednesday, I was notified that we did get Community Crossings grant for 80% of that cost, so $229,000 and some change. And for me to get the paperwork processed on Community Crossings, I do need to get this bid approved tonight, so we can get that paperwork done and get the grant money deposited.
Okay. So we need two motions to accept that community crossing grant award. To accept, what do you call it?
Town and Country's bid.
The town country bid, yes. I'm
Where's the
sorry.
rest of that money coming from?
If the community,
Big chunk of it's gonna come from the TIF, because 380's, getting repaid, but the rest of it's our, LRS, local road insurance.
It's our MVH subfund, the restricted part, that's what that's for.
so I need two motions, please.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? So moved. Now we've got the town employment agreement. Jim, what's up that you want to
I don't
discuss?
agree with it as it stands. I think we need to have another meeting to discuss it.
What,
And
you passed it the last time.
We
you
didn't
ex-
see the draft until a few days ago, okay, so we didn't,
Not much changed, though.
well, there are things in there that are not appropriate, in my opinion. If you wanna vote on it, we can,
But tell me what they are.
okay, so I don't think it's proper to discuss it in a public forum.
I'm just not understanding why you're, because they didn't change that much.
Well, if the job description that we have is not correct, then how can we say that?
When did this become an issue?
Job description we have is from 2018, that's the last thing the council did.
I mean, nothing's changed.
It just didn't get updated in 22, 23. I don't know why, it just didn't. So I don't know whether it's not correct, it's not current, is what I will say.
Why?
I raised the issue on the severance pay issue that I had contacted State Board. We had a class at Institute and Academy a couple of weeks ago, and very late, and I'm sorry I didn't get this emailed out, but I did get a response, and I do think maybe we need to have some more discussion on this, because we're gonna have to get Rebecca involved.
But
They're saying that we can't do this. We can't do severance pay to somebody who is no longer with us. And I just think she needs to look at this, because I'm not an attorney, So I would feel better about putting this off and setting another meeting of some kind. And if you want to pass it, fine, but I look at this as they will have audit findings if we do something that we shouldn't do. And then I become personally financially responsible to pay this money back, and I will not be willing to do that. That's where my problem with it is on this, and I just got this a couple days ago. If you remember, I didn't have this before. So if you think you need to pass it, that's fine, but I have some concerns over the severance issue.
I have a concern about the people who wrote up the handbook. Why didn't they do their due diligence, and why didn't someone check that?
That has nothing to do with the handbook. That's this agreement that's been drafted.
I'm talking about it, you're talking about the handbook, what was in the handbook.
No, I'm not. I'm talking about section 4 point something. Let me see.
I just had it.
4.03, the severance.
It's above that. Yeah.
That was the question that I asked State Board of Accounts. This talks about 2 weeks of employer's then current based salary for each year of service completed by the employee, and that it should be paid out bi-weekly, or it could be a lump sum. And so my question to State Board was, can we do this? And their question, they came back with, unless specifically authorized by law, severance pay or other payments to employees upon separation of employment must be supported by a written opinion from the attorney for the unit stating the payments are in accordance to law, and we also must properly enact an home rule or ordinance or solution. If it isn't specifically stated by federal law, the town needs to have a written opinion from the attorney, and the home rule, and that the state, if these things aren't put into place, then State Board would take exception in an audit. And when there's an exception that involves finances, like if I pay a tax payment late or a bill late and there's a penalty, I am personally responsible for refunding the town. That's by statute. I have to do that. So this affects me if something goes wrong here. And I hope nothing in here ever has to come into play, but I just want to make sure we have our ducks in a row. And right now, I don't feel like we do.
Okay.
Do we have an executive session then?
Probably, yeah, I think so. An executive session before
The May meeting?
the May meeting, if we can.
I'd rather have it before the May meeting, I'll tell you that. If this, something else is gonna blindside us, here we have, gonna go into half of the year, and this is still not done.
Well, I don't remember when this was brought up. I remember it at the last meeting that we had a workshop after, or an executive session to talk about it. So to me, that's when this all came into fruition, and I got this about 4 days ago. I didn't have any of this at that meeting.
Okay, I'm not gonna argue. But I just wanna make sure that we're gonna have enough time to get things rectified and put this thing to bed like we had to go through with the police department. That's all I'm saying.
What do you mean by enough time? Is there a certain date we have to have this done?
Yeah.
Well, I'm just, in case something else somebody comes up with. That's all I'm saying. I get a little irritated at these last minute things. Just ridiculous.
Well, if we'd got the draft sooner, maybe we could have spoken up sooner.
Set the date.
I will. I will email it out to everybody tomorrow.
How soon do you want to meet?
I'm flexible. 2 weeks? Monday night on
20th?
2 weeks? April 20th? Can we do that?
20th?
What time are we thinking?
6? 5:30, 6? Rebecca, can you have, is that a long enough time for you? And can you be here? Okay.
What time?
I mean, I can do 5:30, but I don't know if that rushes people.
5:30? Can everybody do 5:30? Al, can you?
Sure.
Yeah. That's,
Okay, 5:30. I'll get it advertised. Old business, I have a modification to the salary ordinance. Moving SHU to wastewater tech, changing longest's title to water tech, and then the salary for the street person, and increasing the salary of the summer mowing by $1. Yeah, I guess that's okay.
So, need two motions for the amendment to the salary ordinance 2025-12-15-005.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? So moved. There you go.
I have the March combined appropriation and revenue detail by fund report.
I need two motions to pass this, please.
I'll make a motion.
Okay, then.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? So moved.
I have the March hours detail report.
Two motions again to pass the detailed report, please.
I'll make that motion.
I'll say.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? So moved.
And lastly, I have the, claims docket.
I'll make a motion to pay the bills.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? So moved.
That's all I,
Anything else before the board?
I have a question.
Yes.
We almost hit the gavel.
Huh?
So is the fire department then still required to do physicals? I had heard about it later, so this is the first time I heard.
This is the police department.
Okay.
Is that a question, can the fire department also have a waiver? Is that what you're asking?
Do you know if we were still required to do it, or did they relax with it, or?
We'd like to have, but there was no active players, so.
Hey, I guess I'll get on the treadmill.
Anything else for the board? Meeting adjourned?